Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, with my partners, Rich, the silent producer, Tone Joker NYC. I am here with Florida Royalty. All right, two of the biggest death metal channels in Florida. Anthony from Metal Miners and Melanie Loves Death Metal. We want to thank you both for being here. This segment, we said we had to get two of the best, and you guys are two of the best. I don't care what anybody says. All right. So, two of the reasons why I actually like Florida, besides my kids being there. Okay. So I just wanted to put that out there. All right. How's everything going with you guys? Anthony, you have what's going on with you? Just a quick little thing, see if everything's up to date with you, man. How's everything?
Everything's good, man. I couldn't ask for any more than I got, man. We had a good Christmas. Uh, all the family's doing well. I mean, living the dream, living the dream, bro.
That's it, man. That's it. What about you, Melanie? How's everything been so far with this holiday week and everything with you and your family?
Yeah, really good. Busy. It's going to, several different relatives for the holidays, and the kids are off school for 2 weeks, so trying to keep them entertained and not have them go stir crazy. So if you hear them in the background, that's that's very possible.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, it's been a great break, and I'm off of work too for 2 weeks, so this has been
it's
a
awesome.
really nice, relaxing time to just finally be still because I've been really busy these last couple of months.
All right, and just so everybody's aware as well, as soon as Melanie finishes up with us over here, she will be on Shred Beers and Toasty's channel for the live today, and so you'll get a full day of Melanie today. All right, just so just glad they're starting off here. All right. So
Yeah.
basically, we're doing over here. We're gonna do our best of 2025 death metal releases, the ones that we feel. We're gonna do our top 10, and then once we finish up our, talking about our top 10, we'll do some honorable mentions at the end and go on from there. So I guess we'll begin it with Anthony from Metal Miners, man. Let's see what your number one is gonna be.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 10, but they're not necessarily in order.
Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be.
I just can't do it, man. It gets so messed up. Um, Reek Mind. The name of this one's mired in the reek of grease. Australian death metal slash doom slash sludge. Just absolutely killer stuff. If you're into winter, if you like dusk, somewhere in between, you'll find these guys. This is their debut. Just heavy, thick. The vocals are just absolutely killer. If you haven't heard this one, man, you need to check it out.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a good one. Also, Dane from that band is a really cool guy. I've talked to him several times on Instagram, so it's cool. Great band. Definitely check him out if you guys haven't listened to him yet.
All right. All right. All right, Rich, what you got?
My first pick, unfortunately, I don't have the physical, but I'm basing it on records that I went back to and listened to a lot, was on the band from New Jersey called Contusion.
Oh yeah,
I've
they're
seen
very fucking
seen
good.
yeah, I've seen them live, and I feel like they had their latest release was pretty good, and it was one of the records that I went back to and listened to. So in my 10th slot, I feel like for death metal, from New Jersey, Contusion's latest album.
It's a
Sweet. All
great
right.
album.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right, Melanie, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my number 10 was Ritual Mass Cascading Misery, their first
Ooh.
official full length on 20 Buck Spin. Essentially, that album cover is basically what you're getting yourself into, just a very dark and crushing, cavernous style of death metal. Very suffocating. Definitely an acquired listen for anybody that is into death metal and isn't too sure if they like that suffocating and style of death metal. But this one blew me away the first time I ever heard it. Some of just the most cavernous, crushing guitar riffs I've heard in a very long time. Just the growls and everything about it. So awesome album. And I think 20 Bucks had a really quiet year this year, and I feel like for the releases that they did release, they came out swinging for the at least when it came to the death metal side. So yeah, awesome, just an awesome release. And their demo and stuff that they put out previously, this is like a big progression from their earlier stuff. So excited to see what they do next. Hopefully they do something next. But yeah, great, just a great debut album for this band.
Yeah, it's good to hear, bands who put out their debuts and they just resonate and bring that
Yeah,
with you. It's like, oh, now you're just looking forward to the next few releases that they have, man. It's fucking great.
yeah.
All right, Tone, what you got?
All right, got a band from Hungary, Rothfuss.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, this band is like dark, doomy, grind death metal. Excellent. I'm not the biggest death metal person, but bands like this, I can really get down with. It's a real good CD. Wish I could have gotten the vinyl. I don't even know if they have a vinyl for this
They
band.
do, yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, Misako Unoho is the one that, yeah, there you go.
there you go.
Anthony's got it. Yep.
So I definitely need to pick up the vinyl. But this
Yeah.
is my number 10.
That's a really good album too. I need to do like an honorable mentions video because I only did like a top 20, and there's probably like 30 albums I didn't even talk about that definitely, and that's one of them that I definitely should talk about. Yeah.
Just real curious, did I pronounce their name right? Because I'm real not that great with pronouncing names.
I don't know.
Heard in several ways.
Yeah, I've heard Rothatus, I've heard Rotatus, I've heard Rothadus. I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
All right, so we'll go with me. So basically, I'm gonna basically just talk about, it was a digital release that I got actually from Imperative PR. That's that company that usually would send you stuff to listen to and talk about, which it's a shame. I'm talking about it now, so this is basically where I'm gonna put this out right now. This band called Dead Spawn. Okay, Bile of the
Dead
Gods.
Spawn.
Yeah, Bile of the Gods. This shit fucking blew me. It's like blackened death metal. They're from Phoenix, Arizona. All right, they've been around since 2009, and yeah, they got some nice little fucking brutalness into them, man. Really, really good stuff. And yeah, they just when you get a chance, you should just take a listen to them. I know there's not really too much going around with this band, which is one of the reasons. Hey, you know what? I know I might have a couple that nobody's talked about or whatever the case may be, but they got some good fucking brutal sounds, and they keep you entertained. That's one thing I like when it comes to like brutal bands. If they keep you entertained and it doesn't sound the same, it doesn't have like that same sound what 20 bands be doing. That's what you want. You want to have something like that. It just, it keeps you going, and, doesn't, just the next track comes up and it's something totally different. But it's a good fucking band, man. When you get a chance, pick up Dead Spawn.
Death Spawn.
Yeah.
Dead Spawn. Yeah.
Dead Spawn. All right. All right. So, Anthony, what you got?
All right. Number 9.
Oh.
Ooh. Pyre.
Pyre.
Oh, yeah. That band is good.
Yeah.
That's good. I didn't even know they came out with a new one.
Yeah, Russian death metal. This is their third.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not your run of them. There's something about it. Something. I guess it's maybe the stuff from that part of the world is just a little bit different than other stuff. It's got a sprinkling of something in it that I can't describe, but it sets itself apart from everything else that comes out this year, and I really enjoy it. Like I say, this is their third full length. I've got the other two, and it just gets better every time they put one out.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they do have like that little sprinkle where you could almost have some black metal influence in them, right?
My finger on it, but they throw an ingredient in that nobody else adds, and it just makes you sit back and wonder. But it's really a good listen.
It is.
A whole lot of people showed it this year, but stuff.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a good band too. They are a real good band. Now I got to go look for them. Anthony, when did that album come out?
It came out in January 31st.
Damn, I didn't even realize. I know I got one of their old one of the other releases. I didn't even know they came out with a new album.
Yeah, Osmos put it out on all formats. You could probably get it at Hell's Headbangers. Ben may have copies.
All right,
Nice.
time for me to do more shopping. All right, Rich, what's up?
All right. So coming up next for me is an album that I got off Corpse Gristle. It's a short album, but I went back to it often, and that's Voracious Contempt,
Yes.
Exquisite Suffering from, oops, let me cover that. I don't want to get Barry's channel in trouble. But
Ah,
basically, this band is a young band from Texas, death metal, but with a little bit of like that
Yeah,
slam kind of influence. I think Melanie,
it's good.
yep, yep,
Yeah, good
she,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. And it's a short album, but it's just like it's very promising. Definitely worth checking out on Corpse Gristle. Voracious Contempt.
Yeah, that's a fun listen.
Hmm. Cool. All right.
all right, Melanie, let's see what you got.
Yeah, so my number nine is actually one that I feel like every single time I talk about it, I probably should have ranked it higher because I get so excited to talk about it. And it's the new Aura Met album, The Sinking Isle, their second full-length album, Funeral Death Doom band. But I've said this, a couple of times already, not in the sense of like that really dark and like sad, dark, funeral style of Death Doom. They have more of like a brighter sound to them, which is funny to say with Funeral Death Doom. And just overall, very like an epic masterpiece. The whole entire backstory of what the album is about is just like overcoming a lot of like loneliness and disparity, and like you hear that story in the album. And of course it's got the famous Tolkien artist that does the artwork. I forget his name now. I'm totally blanking on his name, which just goes so fitting with the album. Their
Nice.
first album was phenomenal too, but this one I think was such a step up, from their first album. They definitely progressed a lot, and it was a split release between Transylvanian Recordings and Hyperthrill. I can never say their name. So there's tape CDs and vinyls out, but yeah, just fantastic. In fact, I ordered the vinyl record shortly after I got the CD and listened to it because I loved it so much. So this will be a giveaway now on my channel because I don't need to have multiple formats of it. But yeah, definitely, if you're a Funeral Death Doom fan, give it a try because it's not your standard, like evoking style of Funeral Death Doom. It's definitely got a
I,
different style of it. You might actually enjoy it. You might
I
give
will.
it a shot.
Good. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I've been all over listening to Doom stuff, and forget it. It's just like I know I'm gonna be in that trance. Like,
Yeah.
oh
Yep,
yeah,
that's what it does. Yep,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, man. All right, Tone, what you got?
All right, I got a band from Australia, Werewolf.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
wait to
they're
Yeah.
good.
Now,
find.
me and Bear, we started with this band from the beginning. They're up to their fourth. Yeah, this is their fourth album. This band wants to do 10 in 10 years and then retire for some reason. But every year, this one it gets brutal and brutal. I consider them from death metal. The earlier ones has some war metal influence in it, and grind. It's just sick. They just are sick. They just want every track to be brutal than the next. Real good stuff. If nobody's ever heard of them, it's worth picking up. They're from
Yep.
Australia. Werewolf. All right.
Yeah, they're a good band,
Nice.
man. Very good band, and they stick to what they say. If you hear every album, you'll hear how they progressed every album to it be more brutal. And think of the Terrifier movies, how each one got to be more brutal than the other. That's what
Yep.
Werewolf is doing.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that. Okay. All right. So here's my go. I got to put on my grandpa specs. I'm sorry. I can't see shit. All right. So this next band here, I'm putting as I know. I think Melanie and Rich, I think, could appreciate, some of the bands that, considered slam bands or brutal death metal bands or whatever. But I do have a quiet taste when it comes to some of those bands, especially if they don't sound ridiculous, where it's like it's always the same thing and back and forth. No, it's still got to have some type of essence to what the hell they're doing because, anyway, but let me just get to. So I got this EP. It's another digital download that I got from Imperial PR. It's called Necrotic Gore Beast. They're from Canada.
Oh yeah, Necrotic Gore Beast rules.
Yo,
Their last album was really good too.
this is so fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, like I said, same way that I explained it. Brutal. You get your brutal slamming death metal stuff in there, but it's not boring. it goes in there. They actually have some talent, guys. Yeah, they got talent. Because some people gonna think that the slamming guys don't have no talent, but these guys have some talent. You can hear it. You can even hear if I don't know, Melanie, you can read that you can hear some of the suffocation influence in there sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, very, very good fucking listen. This is the EP. It's an EP. It came out, so I enjoyed all 5 songs on here. So it's called Brute. So you guys got a chance to pick this joint, Brutes, just like Rich giving you a smile. Brutes. There you go. All right, Anthony, what we got?
Right, number 8, right? Ah, yeah.
Mephitic Corpse.
Yeah.
Sickness.
Yeah.
California stuff, death / grindcore, extremely rotten. Put it out on all formats. Headsplit did a cassette. Again, this is their debut, man. It seems like the year for debut. A lot of bands getting out there, putting stuff on
vinyl too.
Yeah, I like that cover, man. It's got an old school feel to it. I love
awesome.
it.
The color concept with the white and the red, it's nice.
See the guy with the hacksaw cutting his own head.
Yeah,
it must be Monday.
It must.
Yeah. But good stuff, man. You know, if it says extremely rotten on it, it's going to be good.
Yeah, man, you're not joking. I'm glad to see that there's still some bands going back to the old school way of doing covers and stuff. You know, I like that. It just gives it that eerie feel to some of those to the music when you look at it. You know. All right, Rich, what we got?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna jump in and say the same thing as Anthony. I had this queued up. Mephitic Corpse is definitely on my list. Sickness attracts sickness. 11 tracks. At times, it almost gave me a feeling of like a little bit of like an early Mortician.
Yeah.
You know, very brutal. You know, the songs blend in, the style, a couple of samples in there. And it was one of the better releases. Once again, Head Split, extremely rotten, putting out good quality music. This one makes it into my top 10.
Awesome. All right, Melanie.
Yeah, I have Eternal Darkness next with their self-titled.
Oh, nice.
I want to get that. Damn.
Yeah, on Pulverized Records. I got mine off of Nuclear War now because they do the distro for Pulverized. I bought this solely just because, you know, I had Simon from Explosive Action and several other people sending it to me being like, have you heard this yet? It's so crushing. It's so good. And I hadn't yet. In fact, I didn't even know that they released a new album. I obviously am familiar with the band from, you know, their earlier demos and just people worshiping that from them, but I hadn't realized that they were actually together making music still, which unfortunately they're not now. They've actually officially hung it up after they released this. But yeah, just Death Doom done perfectly. Just the doomy riffs on here are so crushingly heavy. Yeah. And such a catchy album. Every single song stands out on its own. Sometimes with Doom albums, you can kind of get a little bit of the samey in the songs, and it can get a little bit blurred in the middle, but that's not how this album is at all. Just a phenomenal debut. It's you know, it's a shame that they're not going to be making any more music. Hopefully. But, you know, for a standalone album that a band released, a one and done, I think it's probably, you know, honestly a perfect 10 out of 10. And this will probably be one of those cult classics that people chase, you know, over years to come. And hopefully they keep reissuing it too, because I know that a lot of people were looking for this after it started making waves. So yeah, just a phenomenal album. Again, Death Doom really took over a lot of my listening this year. Previous years, it's always just been like straightforward death metal and brutal death metal. And then this year, I kind of got into the darkness and the crushing.
Yeah. It's just I don't want to say it too loud, but it comes with age, Melanie.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, I got my vision changed and got worse, so you know, I'm embracing it.
That's it. Sometimes we just got to get a little slower, you know. It just happens. All right, Tone, what's going on? What you got?
Okay, I got a band from Portland, U.S. Portland, Decrepacy.
Yes. Oh, great album.
Let me take it out because of the glare. You see it better.
Oh, nice. That's a nice cover, man.
No, I love the cover, especially
Yeah.
black too.
Awesome.
Yeah, this band. I have the first album, but I love the second one better. They even got a new vocalist with it, and they sound much brutal and darker, and I think that they're better off. I don't know if you guys heard the
Yeah.
first album of it, but I think that this is a better album than their first album. It definitely caught me out there. That's why I winded up picking up this one on. I have the first one on CD, but I don't have it on vinyl. But I prefer this one, and definitely picked it up on vinyl. This is what are we up to, 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's my 8th pick. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right. All right. So I promise this is the last slam brutal band that I'm going to talk about. I promise. Okay. So for you guys out there who probably Barry, because I guess you got people out there. I'm just saying. I'm going to put it out there. So
No,
this is another
the good stuff.
yeah. I do. Like I said, there's certain genres that people just really dislike, and then I have my tendencies to go and talk about some of those genres and do my little thing. But sometimes there's good bands that come out of them, and you got to give them their props. All right, especially if they're doing it right. So this band right here is another one that caught my attention. Of course, I got it from Imperative PR. Nice little digital download from Massachusetts, band called The Century. All right. It's called Dejection Chrysalis. Yeah, it caught me off guard, man. I really, I heard it. Same thing similar to, what I was saying about that. It's not boring. You listen to it. They got, they got some of their little slam and breakdowns and stuff like that, but it's nothing crazy. They do play their instruments well, and it's not boring. Okay. And the vocals are really, really, they're brutal vocals, but not ridiculously brutal, where it's like, okay, now it sounds like it's just a screeching car, So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm good with some of the bands doing it the right way and sticking to a certain sound, and again, you could hear some of the nice little, you could tell they have some Suffocation influence, because there's certain things in the music where you can hear they kind of arrange their music similar in that style of Suffocation, which I thought was pretty cool. So good band to listen to. If anybody had any doubts, I'm telling you, there's no doubt. Good listen.
You've been watching Gruesome Sean too much. You even started.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man. So that's what happens. That's another thing. We start getting older. You got when you start getting the arthritis, you just use it to your attention. All right. So Anthony, I see you. I see the young lady over there had to go and make her appearance known and give you kisses. So let's. What's the next one? What does she pick? Let's see her pick.
She likes the album art.
Pranav.
Nice.
Yep, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like I say, I had to, Melanie's list pretty well. So luckily, I didn't put mine in order to give it away. But Brenelith, man, Copenhagen, Denmark. That group of bands over there that huddle around with David Mikkelsen, man, it's just phenomenal, the stuff that comes out from over there. The name of this is Ashen Wound. This is actually their third one. Dark Descent did a CD and a tape. This is the Misako Noho vinyl. It's got this matte finish, man, which I love. It's
That's a badass cover. I love
Yeah, it is.
all their stuff is good, man. I love these guys. I should have looked up the cover art, but it's just as crushing as the cover art is. It's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good release.
Yeah.
All right, Rich.
All right. So yeah, like every year I kind of get into moods. And so last year my brutal death metal album of the year personally that I went over to and listened to over and over was Brodequin. I felt like they released also Defeated Sanity was a really brutal and technical album. So this year for pure brutality, from Italy, I like Morbid Axtracia from Putridity.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is really, really brutal death metal. It's about 8 tracks. I really dug it. I'm trying to figure out. This is Willow Tip Records. So that's my number 7, right? We're up to number 7.
Yep.
Putridity. Yep.
All right. Not bad. Not bad. All right, Melanie.
Well, speaking of putrid, I got Corpus Awful's self-titled.
Nice.
The other heavy hitter that $20 being put out this year. Members of Cerebral Rot have now formed this band. I honestly think I like it a little bit better than Cerebral Rot. They definitely they do have a similar vibe to them in the fact that it's that putrid, swampy style, but they incorporate a little bit more riffage and a little bit more speed in regards to the riffs. Not as so much of the swampiness. And there's even a little bit of a tinge of the grindcore sound, just a little bit. And I know that they had purposely put that in there. But when they released the demo last year, I was excited. I like what I heard, and just the full length exceeded all of my expectations. And just that album cover alone pretty much sets the tone of what you're going to listen to, and just the overall theme, this like, I don't know, like bloody vein thing, which is also like it goes across the whole entire, like it's on the back cover.
Oh, wow.
It's on the inside of the jacket. Like the flooding is like you can see it right
it's
there.
Alive. It's alive.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of Stranger Things, honestly, because I've been watching that the last couple of days, and just the ultimate universe that they're in. So yeah. I love this album. Yeah, I love this album. And just probably the first album that came out this year that really I like, aside from the first couple last couple I'll show, but that I really just listened to a ton and put it on. Don't really have to be in the mood for anything. I'll just put it on and it'll hit. So yeah, definitely a great release.
Sweet. All right, Tone, what you got, man?
Yeah, real quick. I'm watching that Stranger Things too.
Yeah.
But it's hard to watch it with my daughter, who's an expert. I made one mistake, yelling at me.
Yeah.
There, you should have known.
Yeah.
What we are, 7 or 6?
7.
Oh, this was one of my favorite death metal albums this year. Ancient Death.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. This could have been my number 1. Well, we don't really doing a number 1, but this is really one that I was spending the whole year and stuff. Especially the vocalist,
Man.
and everything about it is good.
Damn, the whole string turned into a cult. Like everybody just started pulling up.
Yo, it's one of the best albums this year, man. Look at that,
man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. It's beautiful, man.
Yep, the eyes spoke, man. Said pull up the albums, and everybody said, "See that."
Yeah, man. So this is my number 7 of this year.
Nice, man. Nice. All right, who put that out? Who put that album out?
Profound Lord.
Yeah, Profound Lord.
Okay. All right, gotta check it out. All right, so I'm gonna go right now into I'm gonna go into the Head Split Records territory because thanks to them, they had sent me some stuff that I completely enjoyed, and there was some new releases. So I'm gonna talk about this first one over here with this debut of Wormface. Yeah, it's a Gore Furnace. Oh my god, man, fucking awesome, man. I really, really enjoyed this. I thought, this was just a nice surprise. It's just one of those things where, when you hear a band who has their debut, like we always say, any debut that comes out, you get this surprise of like how fucking brutal it is and the feel of like, yeah, I could work with this. So now I'm already looking forward to their next release whenever they come out. They're from, was it Montauk, Massachusetts? That's what I think I read last. But yeah, this was a nice fucking release from Head Split. And I appreciate those guys for hooking me up, man. So if you guys get a chance, Wormface. You won't have a problem. Wormface. Yeah. Nice. Just Wormface. Just got to say it like that. Wormface. There you go. It's good fucking release, man. A nice debut.
Cool.
All right. Anthony.
Face.
Anthony.
This is one I had to slide in because somebody showed one that I had already.
All right.
What about Shrieking Demons?
Nice.
Wow,
Cur-
badass.
Yeah, I like that cover, man. That is
Yeah,
an awesome looking cover.
The blue and purple.
Yeah,
they do
very
it,
nice.
and they do all that full stuff, and
That's nice.
that was cool as
Yeah,
well.
that's very nice.
The Festering Dwellers is the name of it. It's Italian death metal, but it's more than just death metal, man. These guys, and gal, I think, yeah, they bring their influences to the table, and they're just as broad and unique, and they blend them all in such a way that's just flawless in the death metal album, man. If you haven't heard these guys and gal, you really need to check them out, man. It's different, you know. And when I say different, I guess sometimes you think that has a negative connotation, but I'm saying different in a good way. I mean, when you listen to death metal day in, day out, every now and then, like this album, you know how it's a little bit different than the run-of-the-mill stuff.
Yeah.
This is different in the same way. I think you'll enjoy this.
So I'm
Nice.
definitely
Let's check it
check
out.
that out.
Yeah.
That looks
Nice.
dope. That
that's
looks really, really cool.
Full length as well.
Anthony, is that their first release, or they have other releases?
They have other releases, but this is the first full length.
Oh, okay. So it's like EPs and demos and splits and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, because we see their discography is like a discography of demos and splits, and then like one full length.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sometimes it takes a while for a band to get signed.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But, killer stuff, man. Absolutely killer.
Awesome. All right. All right, Rich.
All right. I'll show one that was already shown because I really wanted to make the list with it, and that's the Corpus Ophal. That also made it to my list. 7 cuts. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first got it, I know it was hyped up, got good reviews. It didn't blow me away, but with repeated listens, I really got into it. The song lengths are pretty long, but they never get boring. Constant changes, a lot of riffs. 7 tracks. $20 Spin had a so-so year, but I felt like this was one of their stronger releases. So I made it to my list. This is what number we're up to? 6 or 7?
6.
6.
Okay, cool. All righty. Yep, number 6.
All right. All right, Melanie, where we at?
My number 6 was Ossuary, Abhorrent Worship.
Ooh,
Um,
but it's good. Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Good
man,
fucking bass where, yeah.
the vocalist, she crushes.
Yeah.
Some of the darkest, heavy, sinister style of vocals. I mean, this whole album is dark and sinister and just so crushing, but it just, for their, again, a debut album, they've only released, a couple of EPs and like a demo previously. I've been a huge fan of this band, and this is probably one of my most anticipated albums to come out this year. It came out on Meisaku Onoho. Again, I feel like I have so many of their releases in my top lists this year. This has been one of my favorite albums ever since it came out. It came out pretty early in the year, and I've just spun it so much. And again, the vocals are really what sold this album on for me. If you did not know, like if you've never heard this band before and you heard it for the first time, you would have no idea that that's a female vocalist. Just she's got those deep growls and just it's demon-like. So definitely check this out too. Fantastic album. Also, I love their logo. I love their
it's
logo.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's drawn well.
I love that. I love hearing when you have female vocalists that play in like these extreme bands, and then people had no clue that they're female. I think that's awesome. There's a handful of bands that have that, but they're just I love it. There's a few bands out there that you could hear and you're just like, wow, fucking awesome.
He does work too.
What was that?
He does all the guitar work too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a great album.
Awesome.
Gotta close my blind. The sun's blinding me.
All right, Tone.
All right, so I have one that's really a war metal band, but has black metal. Death metal influence. That's Titan Blood.
Yeah, that's a good one.
From Spain. This is I forgot. This is I think their second full length or third. I forgot which number it is. But every year, every time they release one, is very approved. big time, and big fan of this band. Hopefully one day I can see them live. So this is my number 6 pick.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get to me. I got another head split that I'm gonna go and put on right now. And of course, this one made Melanie has spoken about this band a few times, and I'm gonna bring them up anyway. That's Death Wins.
Death Wins. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even have to say anything. I mean, this was a great fucking release. Yep, there you go, Anthony. He got it too. Yeah. That's it, man. The Colt. Let's go. We gotta go to the Colt. Right,
hold on, I'll get mine. Where
so
to go?
She's got it.
I have it somewhere.
I know, but that's it. If you guys haven't heard it, please do. I'm telling you, and not that it's fucking phenomenal, man. It's really, really good shit, man. You guys will have a good time listening to this. It's a great listen. That's all I gotta say. And Melanie has talked about this band a few times. I did a review on them before. You can't. They're fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
It's a fun listen.
Why I got it from.
Yeah, there you go. You see, look, part of the cult. The cult. The cult. All right, Anthony. Whoa,
Gold Chest Crush. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Damn, that's vicious. Wow.
Evan sent me this. Of course, Evan. I'll show you Evan. I think that's Evan there I always go the opposite way. Evan there in the middle. He sent it to me, man. This band is, I followed them since they got started. UK band, well, Edinburgh, Scotland to be precise. I don't know what that says at the bottom, but that's the name of the album.
Lots of.
This is their second full length. It's independently released. Like I said, he sent me a copy. It came out on CD and vinyl, as far as I know, but just crushingly heavy. I heard some people say they didn't like it because the production was so clean, but the musicianship is so good on here that it can stand clean production and not show the flaws. I mean, it's good stuff, man. Evan, he had the other album, his solo stuff come out this year, Caustic Phlegm. You might have that album.
Yeah, good.
He does guitars, bass, and lyrics on here, and it's just crushing. I mean, good stuff.
Sweet. I like that. I like that cover, man. That's a very, very nice cover.
It's got some good art.
Yeah, man. All right, Rich.
All right. So coming up next for me is an album that has a little bit of grindcore and death metal influence together. It was one of my favorites. It was on Profound Lore, and it is called Grinding Mechanism of Torment from Caustic Moon.
Caustic Phlegm.
Caustic
Phlegm. Yeah.
I like both of them. Caustic Phlegm was good,
Yeah.
but this one is Caustic Wound. I'm sorry. Tone and I saw them live, and they have a mixture of grindcore, death metal, short songs, almost like hardcore, and devastating riffs that get people moving in the pit. There's about a total of like 16 cuts, and it's a pretty good album. Definitely made it my list.
Sweet.
Caustic Womb. Yep. Saw them twice this year, and both times they ripped it.
Nice. All right.
Yep.
All right, Melanie.
All right, so my number 5 actually was Ancient Death. So since that was already shown, I'll pop up a black metal album that I absolutely loved this year, and that was Commodus's new album, a fetal wolf in stained glass.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Where did you get that? Because I couldn't find that one.
Yeah, it's on Go to War X. I actually got this off of Arcane Altar, I think. Yeah, it was either Arcane Altar or I actually might have gotten it directly from. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got it from no, it was Arcane Altar. I'm pretty sure it was that. But also Season who are they called? That Dungeon Synth Out of Season also was carrying some of these too, so you might want to check them out too. But Go to War X still has it in stock, but their shipping is a little bit pricey for just one CD, so you kind of have to make it worth it. But yeah, Commodus is probably one of my favorite black metal projects or or because it's him. It's not just like straightforward black metal. It's very unique in a sense that he's got very like rock heavy metal inspired riffs. At times it feels punkish, and his vocals are very like disparate and not like the standard like high super screaming shrieks. Like he's got a very like almost like raspy, shrill, like disparity into his vocals. So, and every album he's ever put out is different. A lot of them, I mean, there's similarities across every single one, but each one has uniqueness to them. And this one is no different in that it clicked as soon as I heard it. It's one that I've been listening to him, but I love his guitar work that he does. So, and I believe Commodus is out of Australia. So, and again, I don't know if you can see the dark and sinister corpse paint picture of him with the fire, but it just is super fitting.
Sweet.
So yeah, definitely check this out. One of my favorite black metal releases this year that I've listened to a ton ever since I heard it.
It's funny because they are from Australia, because I was telling Lee about him. I said, Lee, do you know this guy? He was like, no, I don't know nobody from Australia.
Yeah, he claims that. He claims that, but he knows more than he lets on.
Yeah.
He's trying to stay hidden, man. Damn. All right. All right, Tone, what you got?
All right, this one I'm going to need my cousin to help me out, because I don't know how to fucking pronounce this man's name.
Yeah. That's our favorite drinking game, to try to make Tone pronounce the name of that band. He'll always mispronounce it every single time.
Yo, but besides the name, they are a fucking brutal, crazy sounding death metal band out there. Too bad we got to miss them, to seeing them when they came. I had to work, and Rich, I think, couldn't make it. But definitely a band that I'm big into and stuff. So this is they're from Ohio, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, Ohio and stuff. So Ohio got some good death metal bands out there this year that I picked up. But a definite one of my favorite this year. I highly recommend this one.
When you see them live, don't be surprised when you see two guitars and no bass.
Oh yeah?
Crazy.
Damn, we should have gone and see them that day.
Yeah, I saw them at in Maryland for the Hell in the Harbor Fest, and I had saw them open up for Frozen Soul when they did like one of their earlier club tours.
Yeah.
And that vocalist, I believe his name is Devin.
Yep.
He fronts a lot of different projects, and he has a lot of different styles. And I feel like he's one of the top people in death metal now, at least representing for the music. Even though that they're on a label, I believe it's Century Media. It's a pretty good album. Yeah,
they're a big label.
Yeah.
Century Media is mostly the biggest mainstream you can get.
Yeah, God forbid you play any of their stuff. That's it, man.
You can't play any of their stuff.
No.
So it's a good thing I can't pronounce their name, because they would have shut us down.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Right. That is a whole other topic. One day we got to discuss that stuff, man. Freaking. All right. Well,
that's one of the car rants.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's another one. But I got one of my last ones from Head Split that I think you guys have spoken about it before. Playing Archmage.
Oh yeah. That's great. I love that album.
Yeah, it's so good, man. I just it's a lot of it's good, it's entertaining. You just can't go wrong with this, man. Really, really good release. Very high. I can't wait for them to just come out with some more stuff, because I think this was a compilation of their previous releases, which was, I think, the demo and the EP, right? If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we get a nice release from them, man, because they got to put out something, because this is a good fucking band.
I love the intro of it, where it's just like the war, like machine guns, like it gets you all like prepared.
That's it, man. That's it. Gets you hyped, man.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, what we got?
Oh yeah, Incinerate him.
Los Angeles, California band. You may recognize that name from the I think it was the fifth Deicide album.
Deicide, yep.
Yeah, where the name came from. The name of this one is Irreverence of the Divine. This is their third full length. This one is on Rotted Live.
Nice.
If you like the I don't know, it's not a Deicide clone. They have that Deicide flavor in them, but they do their own thing and they do it very well. If you haven't heard these guys, any of the three, this one being the third, is a good place to start. You can start here and work your way backwards, or get the first one and come this way, but they're all good. You can't go wrong.
Check that out.
Yeah, there are some other bands. I think there's another band called Trifiction. That's another that they took something from Deicide over there. I think they're from Peru. Really, yeah, good band too. I mean, I got picked up one of the demo vinyls they had in Nifo, where did I get it from? I got it off eBay, but I forgot the label. But Trifiction. So we'll see what else pops up in Deicide's name. All right, Rich, what you got?
What number we're up to, Barry?
I believe we're up to
Four.
Four?
Yeah.
Four.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, I'll pick Ancient Death. I don't physically have the album. Tone has it there. I like it. The cover reminds me of Cause of Death from Obituary, the color scheme. The guitar work is beautiful. The production is great. And I felt like for just overall a clean, good death metal album, it was an enjoyable listen, and it made it to my list this year.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm gonna have to get that album so I can be part of this cult, man. Damn. All right, Melanie, what's going on? What you have?
My next one was Sepulchral Curse.
Nice.
Crimson
Yep.
Moon Evocation on Dark Descent Records. This is their third full-length album. The band is out of Finland. Very just crushing. Oh man, just some of the most awesome like melodic style of riffs on this album. They definitely went more of that more melodic and atmospheric-y dissonance on this album than their past. At times it could be a little bit doomy, but just the guitar work on this is just addicting. Like that's probably one of my favorite parts of it. Very, lower growls, nothing too varied in the vocal style, but just overall crushingly heavy. Also, this band is super underrated. I feel like not enough people have them on their radar. Their last two albums were put out on Transcending Obscurity, so maybe that might be why. Now that they're on Dark Descent, they might get a little bit more love. But yeah, just as soon as this album came out, I knew I was going to love it because I loved their last two albums, and this is so far my favorite one that they've put out so far. And I just love that. That artwork pretty much speaks for what you're about to listen to.
That's bad.
Go into a trance of just amazing death metal from Finland.
Experience.
Yeah, an experience.
Good.
All right, Tone.
Yeah, I don't have the physical copy of this, but Gut, the Nightmare Few, they're a little band from Finland.
Sweet.
Yeah, brutal, great, old school sounding.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Cassettes.
That's it.
That's dope.
Oh, Anthony got it too. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
Iron Fortress. Iron Fortress.
I did. I brought my
Yes.
Iron Fortress. The problem was coming out of work late, I didn't get to go to my P.O. box to pick up that and another one that I have here that I'm going to mention later that I didn't get to have the physical copy of it. But definitely a real good band, old school style.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, next, my next two that I'll be talking about is going to fall into the realms of our brothers Shredbeard and Fomorian Productions. All right. So I'm going to talk about a couple of their releases. All right. And the one that just came out like not even that long ago, Buenos de Chivo.
Oh yeah, I have it too.
Yo,
I had it queued up. I listened to it earlier.
let's this is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yo, it is so good. This is gonna be one of those surprise freaking hits I think they're gonna have there. And damn, fucking nastiness.
That's Huang from Oath to the Goat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off to the goat, man.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah, really, really good stuff, man. So if you guys haven't got it yet, go to For More Introductions and make sure you go get it. Tell them Barry sent you.
Yeah,
There you go.
if this had come out earlier in the year, this would probably be one of my top for sure. Because I ever since I got this, I've been playing it nonstop. My neighbors had a nice morning session with their coffee this morning
yeah.
with this. I played it very
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Really, really good. And just can't go wrong with some of the brutality they have on there too, man. Really, oh, and the cover art is fucking amazing. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys can see the cover art, but it's some nice cover art. I love the logo and the inside logo too. I don't know if you could see it, the machine guns with the Cuernos de Chivo with the that's awesome. That's awesome.
What
But
is it?
yeah, really, really good stuff. But guys,
What
get
is
it for
it?
more productions. What
Black.
happened?
What is it?
They're like war. I would consider them like war metal, right? Right, Tone? Like
Yeah,
some
Warren.
Yeah.
yeah, war
It's
metal.
like bestial with a little hint of black and a little bit of death and war, like kind of all blended
It's
together,
but
a
it's
mesh.
yeah, it's like very raw sounding, very organic and raw. Like they don't overproduce their sound at all. So it's very
But
good.
but you can listen to it. It doesn't have a
Yeah.
thing where it's
Yeah.
like it's noise. Everything
Right.
is you can hear everything very well. It's a very, very good release, man. Very good release.
Mhm.
All right. So sorry, didn't mean to mess up your cue. All right, Anthony, what you got?
Oh, what about some French death metal?
Ooh.
Oh,
His
the
funeral.
Francais. All right. That's cool. That's cool.
Um,
And Horror Reborn.
in Horror Reborn, Redefining Darkness. This is their second full length. The first one a couple years ago, Blood Red Tentacles. This is just killer stuff, man. I mean, it's as good as the album art, and the album
Damn.
good, man. I really enjoy this one. Redefining Darkness. Uh, it's good stuff, man. I don't know how to explain it, but check it out if you haven't. Even if you get
Go.
the earlier album, it's just as good.
Sweet. Wait, who put that one out, Anthony?
Redefining Darkness.
Oh, Define Dark. Okay. Sweet. All right. All right, Rich.
We're on number 2, right?
Uh,
3.
3.
Oh, the third pick. All
Yep.
right. I'm gonna pick a band that unfortunately I don't have it physically, and I'm kind of pissed off because I want the record. I can't find it anywhere. Is Toughness. Toughness is. I know Melanie has it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things where I really like the album. It reminds me of Demolik, that old school 1993 style. Um, I'm a big Steve DiGiorgio kind of fan with the bass, and I feel like I hear that a lot. That's one of the best bass performances in an album. Real technical, really dense, dark, and hard hitting. And it was one of the better releases of the year. Toughness.
Sweet. All
Yeah,
right.
that's a good one.
All right, Melanie.
All right. My number 3 is Gordon Brace with
Ooh.
In the Presence of a Malevolent Soul, Iron Fortress Records. Chicago death metal bands. Released a couple demos previously. Yeah, I knew Anthony was going to have it. Oh man, this band just kills. They do modern death metal right. They incorporate a little bit of brutal death metal, a little bit of old school death metal, a little bit of modern death metal. Every single song is catchy. Just great riffs, crushing drumming and bass. Super catchy album. Just one that I, ever since it came out, played it just about every day. This is my car album, I call it. This is generally if I'm going to run errands and I know I'm going to be in the car for a little bit, I'll put this on because it's long enough to get through the full album, and it's just that satisfying to me. So when it comes to a modern death metal band, I think that these guys definitely deserve all the praise that they've been getting, and I'm glad that Iron Fortress put them out, and hopefully they have more stuff coming soon. I was a huge fan of their demos too that they put out on Gurgle and Gore, and Iron Fortress ended up reissuing those as well on like a comp tape, so definitely check those out too. But yeah, awesome band.
Yeah.
I love this album.
Sweet.
Definitely one of the better ones of the year. Yep.
Yep.
All right, Tone.
Yeah. I think Melody showed this one. This I came in the mail too, but I didn't get to pick it up. Internal Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That one's a real good one. That's my pick. Don't have the physical media just yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely check NWN and see if they got at
No,
least.
I had ordered it. It's just that I
Okay.
didn't get to pick it up yesterday when I.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, we were dealing with some shit over here in New York. So, snowstorms and bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
We don't
everything
have that here.
Oh, thank you. Yes, of course.
It's got
Oh,
hurricanes.
Not this
just
year.
lots of
This year we
rain.
did it.
Lots of rain. Lots of rain. All right. Well, I got one more for Morian Productions release that I'm going to talk about is our favorite coconut loving guy in Nebraska.
Paul.
Yeah, that's it, man. I got to give him a spot. I was so happy for him. The fact that every release that he's put out so far, he's getting better and better and better with his stuff. And I've had the fortunate, luxury of hearing some of the new stuff that he's going to be putting out. And Paul's just doing his thing, man. I'm real happy for him. I think he got the notification that he's finally going to be getting up there as far as being monetized and stuff for his channel, which I'm happy for. And hopefully everything works out, man. Real happy for him and hoping more success, man, because he's a fucking fantastic guitarist, fantastic musician, and giving us more Hawaiian lore that people don't know about. So gotta give it to my man Paul, man. Congrats, bro. Keep it going.
All right.
All right. All right, Anthony, what you got?
Death Commander.
Death Commando.
Whoa, wow.
Whoa.
That's cool.
That looks like war. That's something I'm into there.
Anytime it's got a tank on it, man, I'm a sucker.
Me too.
I'm surprised I'm surprised it doesn't have a picture of Drucifer in there. Oh man, that is so fucking cool.
Scotland death metal. This is their second full length. This one's World War One themed. I hate to say bolt thrower-ish, but I mean, you can't hardly listen to it and the themes and all without thinking about bolt thrower. But good stuff, man. I was kind of disappointed a little bit with the logo, but other than that, it's hard to beat. Like I say, FDA did the CD and vinyl. Macho Records over there in the UK. Cool stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I like the cover. It's a really cool cover.
Yeah.
Really nice. All right, Rich.
All right. So for my second pick, I'll discuss one that I've got in the mail that hasn't arrived yet. Tone owns it. Yeah, I'll probably get a little heat for it, but I do like that Sangue Subag album. I feel that it represents a little bit of flavor of everything. I mean, it has people from Full of Hell on there.
Mm-hmm.
Cattle Decapitation makes an appearance. Nails for Power Violence. Peeling Flesh, which is one of my guilty pleasures that I got into this year. Didn't make my list, but also Defeated Sanity makes an appearance on there. It's just a big mixture of a lot of different styles, and one particular track there gave me a feeling of Godflesh, industrial.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and it's what death metal is supposed to be: fun, just people, brutality and riffs, and I thought it was one of the better of the more popular albums of the year.
Nice. All right, Melody.
All right, we're back to Funeral Death Doom.
Ooh.
Evokin's Mendacium. So Evokin's one of my all-time favorite death metal bands as a whole. So everything that they put out is just a masterpiece in my opinion. And this one, again, exceeded my expectations. I love the overall theme of this album. I mean, I got the CD here too. But yeah, just it's very much around the struggle of spirituality, Christianity, and just and yeah, the album cover is a little bit questionable. I don't know what's going on with that statue, but yeah, it is the slow funeral death doom. But the organs on this and the synths on this, and just it's a very captivating listen. And I always tell everybody, like, this is not an album that you just put on and you go to work, like, and listen to it while you're working. Like, you put this on, you sit in a chair
Morning.
and you just take it in and you just listen to it. And every single time I've listened to it, I've heard something slightly different that I didn't quite pick up the first time around. I get a different cathartic feeling around it. Like, it's a very moving album, considering it's a funeral death doom album, but it doesn't have, some of those cliche funeral death doom sounds that they've done in past albums. Like, this one has just a little bit of more of a different tone than their past albums. So yeah, I love this album. It easily could have been my number one, but my number one has just been my number one since it came out. So, but yeah, great album. I know it's not for everybody though. I know a lot of people struggle with this style of death metal, but it is phenomenal and one that I've been listening to a ton. Nice.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's been
really
Florida approved.
And
good.
and they went back to their original logo.
Yes, they did.
I love it. I love it. I think Hammerheart's going to reissue some of those early ones that are hard for us to find. And
Nice.
that
I have most of them on cassette, but it would be nice to get some newer repressings.
got that cassette box set too.
I did. Yeah, I bought it from Dissonant Tapes.
Yeah.
All right, Tone.
All right, my pick here is a band from Canada. I think Quebec, Canada. Tomb Worm.
Worm. I don't know this one. Interesting.
This brutal, brutal death metal. I heard this because a friend of mine's phone that gave me the CD because he said that I'll probably like the band came out in 2024, but their release didn't come to the States until 2025. So I added it in because I don't. Some of the other ones that I wanted to add in was already mentioned, or I don't have the physical copy. But if you haven't heard it, it is brutal, old school death metal from Quebec, Canada.
Nice.
Nice. I'll have to check that out.
All right. So when we get to my final two, they will be both New York based. There you go. All right, and over here, I'm going to put up Eternal Bleeding. All right. Yeah, and honestly, I got to say, this is like one of their better releases that they put out in a while. I mean, they have their little in-betweens here and there, but I really did enjoy this album. I thought it was really good, fucking brutal. They went back to somewhat of the earlier sound that we enjoyed from Eternal Bleeding, and it was a good release. So, I had to, got to be a little biased. When we come to our bands in New York. So, I got to give props to Eternal Bleeding, man. It's a good fucking release.
Nice.
All right. Anthony.
To me again?
It's back to you. Now we go to your number one.
Great.
Whoa. Wow, that's a bugged out cover, man. Wow.
This is their fourth full length. Graceless is from the Netherlands. The name of this one is Icon of Ruins. I don't know if you're familiar with these guys. This band features Remco Kreft. You may recognize him from Just Before Dawn or Soulburn, which are probably Asphyx adjacent bands, So from the Netherlands, so those guys have that Netherlands sound, but just a great band, man. A lot of people, I haven't seen many people talk about it this year. Listenable Records put this one out on CD and vinyl. I couldn't find a copy of any distro, so believe it or not, Amazon is handling Listenable Records now.
What?
So yeah,
Wow.
so I was able to get me a copy off Amazon. It came the first time without being bent. Came to the They didn't drive through my yard and run over my dog. Everything was wonderful, man. Graceless. If you haven't heard these guys, check them out. Remco does guitars and vocals on here, but superb, man. And you can just look in the bands that he's in and start going back on Metal Archives, and it's just band after band after band, and it goes out and just good stuff all around.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, Rich.
This is our final pick, right, of the countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I saved this album for last because I felt like it was one of the ones that I kept coming back to. This is also on Profound Lore. It made it to a couple of people's lists. This is Malignant Worthlessness from Pissgrave. Pissgrave is a PA brutal death metal band. It has a little bit of a feeling of war metal, hints of black and brutal death metal. And to me, the vocalist Barry sounds a little bit like Daffy Duck. Like it's kind of weird. Like kind of like singing, but like kind of like modulated differently. It's really crazy. But I like it. They've released 3 albums. I like the first 2. This is supposedly, I think it's supposed to be their last album. They rarely play. I saw them once or a while ago, and it was something that I kept going back to. And this one has a total of 9 tracks. Pissgrave.
Man, so if he sounds like Daffy Duck, is there like a Christian death metal band sounds like Bugs Bunny?
We'll have
You
to
know,
search for it.
like they got to be some competition there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bugged out, man. All right, well
All
I
right.
want to listen just for that. I want to see what they
Yeah.
sound like. All
Yeah.
right, Melanie, what you got for your last
All
one?
right. So this was already mentioned, but Toughness is my number one.
Nice.
Black Respite of Oblivion. This is actually on Gods of War. And how I got this copy was good old Ben and Iron Fortress had this in stock. And
Sweet.
as soon as I saw he posted on Instagram, I was like, yep, that's mine. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it. And it's true. I don't think they're even shipping to the US right now.
Nope.
So that's why they're hard to get. So hopefully that'll stop soon so people can get this, because I know that a lot of people want it. But yeah, this is, like Rich said, Demolic, Steve DiGiorgio style of bass. They even used the same Demolic artist from their past albums. Turka, I can't say his last name. Young group of kids doing it right, really wearing the influences on their sleeves and doing it right. They add their own little modern flair to this as well, so it's not just, it's pretty much straight Demolic worship. He's got the same style of like froggy style of voice, but just a little bit more riffage, a little bit more speed here and there into it. And Will from Artificial Brain and Afterbirth and Reeking Aura is featured on 3 tracks on this, and he's like one of my favorite death metal albums, death metal singers of all time. So they add that little bit of brutality into here from this. So yeah, as soon as this came out, this has been like my number one. I've said this, ever since it came out. It's the one that I've listened to the most, and Demolic that album is one of my all-time favorite albums. So it's nice to have a little bit of a modern flair added in there. Other bands try it, but these guys definitely perfected it. And this album artwork is so clean.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good. So yeah, hopefully somebody else other than Gods of War will get some pressing rights here in the US, and we'll get a US copy of it. I'm waiting. It's gonna happen. I know it will, but yeah, I got lucky, and I've people tell me that all the time. Like, how did you get that?
That's been a tough one.
Yeah. Before all the shipping stuff went in, I snagged it as soon as I could.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, Tone.
Well, my last one is the Eternal Rot. I don't have the actual physical copy from Jersey. This is only their second album from the 90s and stuff. And that's it. I got.
All right. Well, if anything, it'll be up on his Instagram when he gets it. So,
Nice.
All right. Well, my last one here is gonna be, of course, OD to Melanie, because if it wasn't for Melanie, I would not have heard this band, which I knew they're from fucking New York. She gave a lot of praise to this band, Castrator.
Yeah.
Female vocals that are brutal as fuck.
Female everything.
That's it, man. I'm telling you. It got them vocals like, when you come late and your wife is expecting you type vocals. Yeah, that's those type of vocals, That shit, man. But yo, it's really good. I'm proud to know they're here from New York, from somewhere around where Richie's at, in Manhattan, I think somewhere. So maybe Richie's run into them, you know. But yeah, some really good stuff. And I remember when I picked out, all I kept saying was Melanie. Yeah. So I was just so happy to hear it, and I'm glad to have them. And thank you, Melanie. Appreciate the this putting this out so I could get it. Great fucking album.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yep. So there you go. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run through you guys. You guys have a couple of albums that sitting there. You could just your honorable mentions and spill them out. It doesn't have to be. You could just spill them out. Let's hear what you have, Anthony.
For the year.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Man, I've got a stack of honorable mentions because I had to make room for Melanie with all her good stuff.
Oh,
It was going to be a mess, man. I'm serious. I wrote her list down because I knew what was coming.
All right. So you want to toss something in there? Let's hear it, Anthony.
What about that?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's a good one.
Serenitatis, young man named James Papson from Inglewood, California, does everything on this. This is his debut full length. I mean, it's this guy's got a bright future, man. I'm so impressed when these guys can play guitar, play drums, play bass, do vocals, do everything. I think he even recorded it. I mean, it's just amazing, man, how talented some of these guys are. And I can't even play a radio, man. You know what I mean? But good stuff.
All right. That's it. You don't have a couple more, Anthony? You good?
Plenty, man. You got time?
As I said, you had a few. I said toss a few in there, man.
Yeah.
Well, give us a few, man.
What about, are you a Justin Stubbs fan? What about a Cole?
Nice.
Oh, wow, that's cool, man.
This is heavy, 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 man. I about strained my back getting it out of the mailbox. Good stuff out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is the second full length. If you like the incantation style stuff, you'll love this, man.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. So that's it. All right. So we're gonna go Rich. We got a couple there.
Yeah, sure. I wanted to just mention real quick. I picked up a reissue in 2025 from Comatose Music, and I listened to the CD a lot, and I forgot how good it was. And this was one of my favorite reissues, which was Cerebral Hemorrhage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is 90s style. I mean, late 90s, early 2000s style death metal. This is Exempting Reality. This was one of the better ones of the year that I liked from the reissues. In terms of Death Doom, just like Melanie, the Evoken album really stood out for me. In terms of Filth, Caustic Phlegm was an album that I really enjoyed. And then I'm just gonna shout out a couple of real quick ones that I didn't get to pick up, but they were just like some streams or new bands that people should maybe keep an eye out for. Which was Ritual Ascension, which is kind of like Death Doomish style, Coagulating. One of them that Anthony had seen on Anthony's channel, which was pretty good, Misanthropic. That was another good album. Putrid, obviously, it made it to a lot of people's lists. Imprecation from Texas, and Adocia from Italy. Tone and I are into this band, Tenebro.
Yeah.
Purificate.
Love Tenebro. Yep.
Purificate and Morbific also was another one that was good too.
Yeah.
All right, Melanie, let's get a few of yours.
Yeah, so Tenebro also is like one of those bands where I collect everything. I don't have their physical in. I've only listened to the album once. I'm one of those people that waits to get the physical in before I listen to it. So that probably would have been really high on my list if I had gotten it sooner, but I still haven't gotten it yet from No or Time to Kill Records. But yeah, I've got Diabolizer as a good. This was a Dark Descent MSUO Murderous Revelations. If you're not familiar, this is Mustafa from Hyperdontia and God, what's the other band he's in? I can't think of it right now. Again, another dark, heavy, crushing death metal album. Um, and then, of course, I got to show love to Iron Fortress. I've got Putrid's new album. I can't say that.
Yes.
I've got Liminal Erosion with In the Time of Vulture's Talons. This is Michael Colby from Warflurch and Plasmodulated, his Funeral Death Doom project.
Nice.
Phenomenal album. Also, the new Retching, which was a split release between Iron Fortress and Transcending Obscurity. Charming the Decomposed. I love this album. And then another Iron Fortress album, Reburied, was another one of my favorites that he put out this year.
Yeah,
Flesh Mourning. Very much incantation style, autopsy style, old school death metal with modern death metal flair into it. And then, one more I'll throw out there because I could keep going. I'm similar to Anthony. This one blew me by surprise. Plague Curse. What is this called again? I completely forgot. Verminous Contempt. Yes, right. On Adirondack Black Mass. So this is a melodic blackened death metal band. So yeah. And you think it might be like a brutal death metal style, and just based on the cover art and the logo, but it's black metal style vocals with like death metal riffage and melodic death metal style of riffage. It's very unique listen, and I really enjoy this album too. So definitely worth checking out. So yeah, Adirondack Black Mass, who it's a little smaller label. I think they just moved to Canada. They were in the U.S., but now they're in Canada. They got tired of our shit apparently and decided to jump the border. I guess I don't know.
Oh boy! All right, all right, Tony, you got a couple there.
Yeah, I got one called, I think I'm saying it right, Overt.
Overt.
I don't know if
I
you
don't
guys.
know that one. Yeah.
Overt. Yeah, I said yeah. It's OVAR. Is it OVART? Yeah, Overt.
Overt. There's
Uh-huh.
a death metal band that's real good that I just recently picked it up. Then the other ones that I would mention out would nobody's really mentioned was Hooded Menace,
Okay. Yeah.
Filth, Time to Rot.
yeah.
Was another one, and I think that's and the Cancer that came out this year was pretty good.
Inverted World.
Yeah, I thought it was a real good album for since the last couple of releases they had. Yeah, and that's it for my list.
All right. So my last couple, it's one more. It was another Fomorian production release. It was a demo from our buddy Ghoulish Grin.
Yes.
Ghoulish Dave. Yeah, this guy, I'm telling you, man, Dave, I cannot wait till he does a full length, man. This is some fucking fabulous guitar playing. And yeah, he's phenomenal. Really good. So I really enjoy his stuff. And then we got to talk about our fallen YouTube brother who's no longer with us in YouTube land, but he's in Rumble somewhere. Our man Jucifer with Iron Casket. The overhead trench. Yeah, that was a great little release he did over there, man. Really good. I forgot this little folding thing he did there. That was really nice. And the little collaboration he did with Revik.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Yeah, some good stuff, man. So, had to give these guys their props, man. Some good releases they did, and looking forward to more music, man. So that's pretty much the end of mine. Until me, Tone, and Rich, we're gonna probably do our end of the year eventually soon of everything else. So that'll be coming up soon. But guys, I want to thank Anthony and Melanie for coming on. It's been long overdue. It's long awaited. So happy for you guys to get here and to have two of Florida's finest with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This was good time.
Yeah, but before we go, Anthony, I'll start with you. If there's anything that you have coming up you want to talk about real quick before we headed going.
Man, I would love to get it where I was able to do these live streams on my own, and I've got a teenage granddaughter that just moved in right down the road, and
Yes,
my hopes are she'll teach me how to do it. I've got a lot of things that I'd like to do. I've just got to make time to do them,
no,
I've got I've got people I'd like to talk to. Man, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, you know, and I've had the thought about, you know, how much longer, you know, would I like to do this, you know, and there gets to be a point in my mind when young guys look and say, what is that old man doing listening to that music still, you know? Really, you know, I go into Walmart, you know, or wherever I go, you know, and I got on a resilient shirt and people look like, what is, you know, what are you doing, man? I mean, you're in the handicap parking, you know, but y'all talked about our music slows down as our heart rate does. I'm already into funeral doom, man. Now it's just going to go into, it's going to be on the stereo, you know, but got a lot of things I want to do, man. You know, there was the big hole in the YouTube world and all when Ken left, and there's a lot of stuff that Melanie does that I would like to do, like editing. Man, how hard can it be? I just can't do it. When I mess up on a video, I'll be 20 minutes in and have to start over. I mean,
Damn.
but
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I'm lazy,
take
so
time to fruition,
yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm in that same boat. I mean, you know, now I've gotten into the thing of, you know, certain edits. You know, I pray like whenever I do a video, it's like maybe one thing that I
Yeah,
could go and crop out, and I'll be happy with that. Okay, I get that one little part out, and boom. And whenever I do videos, I send it to Rich, and Rich does a great job of doing his little editing when we do the recaps and stuff. So I leave that to the professional, who is the silent producer. He'll take care of that for me. But yeah, that I get it, Anthony. Trust me, I do. I'm starting to dabble a little bit now, but
yeah,
yeah, it can have its moments.
I'm telling you.
It can have its moments. All right, and what about you, Melanie?
Well, I'll be on Shred and Toasty's show tonight. Looking forward to that. I recently just released an article in the new Noxious Ruin magazine. Did an interview with David from Doom to Obscurity. I'm surprised I don't have it right here. So that came out. Was really proud of that. My top year-end list videos are coming out slowly. Again, I'm editing actually those and putting the album names and stuff in them, so it takes forever to do. And then starting Monday, I'm doing a giveaway every single day on my YouTube channel for 5 days. The last week of the year, I figured we'll go out with a bang. I've got a ton of stuff that I've been getting
Great.
from people over the last several weeks to do for giveaways. So I'm really excited about that. People call me the death metal Oprah of YouTube. you
get
get
some
music
fruit.
and you get music. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I did it back in summertime, like end of June, July, and it went over really well, and people, you know, were really happy with a lot of the stuff that I did. So I figured I'll do it again to celebrate the end of the year.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Tone, Rich, I mean, you guys got something you want to say before we head out?
I'm
No, I
good.
mean, this is the final, I guess, roundtable of the year. We want to thank all the guests that participated, all the interviews that came out, and we're looking forward to put out more content for you next year. Maybe some live show coverage, some reviews, some hauls, you know, some giveaways and stuff. And this is technically part one of two, because next week we'll have our top 10 featuring other music like thrash and grindcore and black metal and other styles of music that we didn't mention in our death metal list. So tune in next year, and thank you for everybody who's been part of the channel. And we're looking to grow and expand and connect and rock on.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank everybody again for coming, liking, subscribing, sharing, all sorts of those things. And thanks again to Melanie and Anthony for being a part of this. Truly appreciate it. All right. So make sure you guys go and watch Melanie. She'll be on Trevor and Toasty's live stream later, and she's the busiest woman right now, man. So let's just keep on watching. All right. This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.